sailed across the sea to search a distant land. A new frontier before him to provide an upper hand. Mysterious agendas lay behind a graceful guise. A son was born, begotten, shorn, betrayed to noble lies. I take to the water to glide upon the gales. The winds that my father wrote will never fill my sails. The sailors on the salty sea, my brothers I will lead. Our cannons fast they burn and blast, our blood is of the creed. Our father lost to hunger, the temptation of control. No sentiment you represent can tame a savage soul. I take to the water to glide upon the gales. The winds that my father rode will never fill my sails. Musket guns and silver slivers, justice runs in crimson rivers. Words of ancient truth will follow, bleed these veins into tomorrow. I take to the water to glide upon the gales. The winds that my father rode will never fill my sails. The sails on the salt to see the world as I will lead. Our cannons fast they burn and blast, our blood is of the creed. Our father lost to hunger, that temptation of control. No sentiment you represent can tame a savage soul. Distant on a wasted grace, twist upon a face replaced. Phantom felt a mask of dread. Damn the guilt, my past is dead. And I wait for the night. Shadows protect my angel in white. Time to eject these vain parasites. Cast out, reject the plague in all your hearts. Cause the sad, sad faces of the weary and worn live in bad, bad places that are dreary and torn. And a distant dawner calls me to your side, to be your guide. Wrapped up in your velvet sheets, far above the hellish streets, you're strapped inside your wealthy keeps. Piss on corners where we sleep, and this town's paranoid, blinking and jumping down in the void. A sickening dumping ground to avoid the stink of the pumping plague in all your hearts. And the sad, sad faces of the weary and worn live in bad, bad places that are dreary and torn. And a distant dawner calls me to your side, be your guide. shades of the whales in the tainted deep, maimed and impaled in their pain, they faded and frayed.
Hello, everyone. Kitty sends his regards. Don't you, Kitty? Yeah, you do. Okay, we're here in game number 1 on the best map, and here's the storm, Baraxis Holdout. Welcome. I'm glad that you could all make it. What the heck? I thought I already changed this. Literally the last screen, I was pretty sure I changed this. So I may have been casting a different tournament over the weekend and forgot to change my overlays. Don't tell on me. Oh, am I ignoring you? Did I just pet you and then I started ignoring you immediately? We have Genji being better. I like the Genji ban. The Genji ban, so if you don't know, Genji could go the Reflect build and basically solo the boss super effectively. We do also have the JoJo. So pick me up before you JoJo. I will always sing that song. Okay, I probably won't always sing that song, but I'll sing that song a lot. And that's close to always. Always and everywhere. Jenny, I got your number. It is 24684. I have a lot of fun. Hello, Interessa. Long time. Oh my gosh, are you actually... okay, are you watching from work? Or are you, like, actually at home at night? It's amazing. We do go and have Brightwing and Imperius coming out. Imperius is someone I don't see very often, but at the same time, this is definitely a map where the solo laners get to go... Brightwing does come out as well. Huckett coming out with the dragon. So both teams actually going out and grabbing their healer early, probably in response to the fact that Came From Behind took Anduin out, and they're like, we don't want to leave our healer to the second ban phase. We need to grab the healer we want now. Ektar taking Stukov, and then we do have Garrosh, Lotosh Garrosh coming out from Peace, and Tom Jin coming out from the Tychus. Okay. I just have to say this because it's really funny. I'm so glad you get to do that, Interessa. That's amazing. I've never had a job where I could watch Twitch from it, so I'm low-key jealous. Not like super jealous, because like your work schedule has been giving me a conniption, and I'm not even working it. I'm just like, oh my god, poor Anna. Oh geez, now Jay showed up. Hello everyone. We are coming into game number 1 of Pepegas on Ice, going up against Came From Behind. We're being boarded. This man Jay was probably playing Valheim or something, so I'm sure it's like Viking boats going on. Knowing Marlek, it was like the Division or something completely like non-Viking related, which is going to be awful. We do going to have Kael'thas, the Fire Mage, being taken out. Who is our final ban? It's going to be Kira. So that to me says we may be seeing a Rexar from Pepegas on Ice. Rexar is super like strong, but also very weak into Kira. Kira is one of Rexar's 2 direct counters. But we have the Medivh. We have the Burb. Burb the word. Did you know about the Burb? Everybody knows the bird is the word. I'm having a good time. Called it. So we love Rexar going into Imperius. Now here's what's going to happen in the offlane, because I'm an offlaner, so I know these things. Imperius is constantly be trying to angle in order to stab into the bear and also pick up Rexar. Usually, you can stab through the bear and catch Rexar behind. So remember how I said Kira is one of Rexar's direct counters? Deathwing's the other one. So that Imperius was probably thought to be the offlaner, and Rexar would be very good into Imperius. But now, so the real question is, do they send Tychus the offlane to be mean to Deathwing? Because Tychus will definitely be mean to Deathwing. Well, I appreciate you, Jay. Yeah, Monday and Tuesday I tend to have team practice, so I don't actually stream. But on Wednesday and Thursday we stream HOTS. I actually have a whole like schedule page, but like it involves time, and we're going to the game right now. So I'm going to put the predictions up. Put your money where your mouth is. Tell me who you think is going to win. I should probably talk a little bit slower, but regardless, see you in a second. Facility powering up. Okay, first and foremost, let me go ahead and get this out of the way. pressure size down. You don't want to see those ugly little things. So coming into game number 1, we do have representing Pepegas on ice, our blue team on the blue side. We have Tomjin coming out playing the Tychus. Peas is going to be on the Loktosh Garosh. Sulfurinia is going to come out on the Gul'dan. Ektar is coming out on the Stukov. And then we do actually have Mazos up here on Rexar. Indecisive about whether he wants to go top lane or not. So he is deciding. Not surprisingly, on the opposite side, representing Game from Behind, we do have Mojo Jojo going up here on the Deathwing. Now we should see the melee build coming out of Deathwing. Yep, Draconic Might, absolutely. Because that's the... Makes it very, very hard to kill a Deathwing. Deathwing can just kind of pounce forward and just get on top of Mazos. And it's hard to actually bring him down because he heals himself off of Misha and just does over and over and over again. Being mean to Rexar. Then on the other side, we do go ahead and have Tomjin on the Imperius. Gets the stab onto the Rexar. So Top Gun getting that taken care of. Huckett on the Brightwing on the Fairy Dragon. We do go ahead and have Mr. Hustler coming out here hustling with Void Rifts. This is not what it's called, Arcane Rifts. Medivh, what is your ability? And then who did I not say? We do go ahead and have Beachy Man playing the Anubarak. Arcane Rift, there we go. I think that's my second guess. Lots of damage going through. We do have the teleporting Brightwing. A lot of Peas does go in and get lifted up on that spear. There is a stun coming through. Peas trying to get there. Polymorph comes down, but it does look like Garage will survive this aggression. Meanwhile, up top, Rexar is not looking good because, as mentioned, this is a direct counter to him. Oh, no worries, Jay. You were not expected to know everything I'm doing. That's my job. Mesa's going ahead and looking around. Currently at 11 stacks of Arcane Rift. If they get to 40, they finish the quest, and there is the first kill as Stukov goes down. They go ahead and invade this, take their opponent's camp, go ahead and clean up all of their donuts. Why donuts? You know what? I don't know. There is the stab coming in, and Garage going to go down. Double kill for Imperius. The Angel of Vengeance is vengeancing. And that's how you say ouch? So we do go and have, there is the, we already have a full Zerg wave coming out of the top lane. Look at them coming out into the lane. Going to go ahead, this is a very, very, very dominant, came from behind. They need to get behind so they can come from behind. They're ruining their name right now. I'm concerned. We do go ahead and have the million down bottom. Sorry, I had some messages on Discord from someone ended up messaging me with like basically asking me to do something illegal right before the game started, and I'm still getting messaged. I'm like, guys, I'm in a cast now. Go away. There's someone else that messaged me, but their message was absolutely fine. Just to be clear, you know who you are. We do have Gul'dan. Sophrenia is coming down to the bottom lane. Gonna go and try and move into this. They are a level behind, but even talent tiers right now. Mr. Hustle keeping an eye on everyone. Literal eye in the sky. There needs to be a Medivh skin where Medivh is just a little helicopter. Little traffic copter going around. And we do see Peas coming down the I-49. A little bit of a pile up. There is a throw into Tomjin, but immediately Beachy Man coming through. Not letting this go, and Tomjin trying to get out of there. Tychus does go ahead and get a little bit of defense. Ektar getting the save. He's thrown out by the Loktosh Garosh. This one's only up to about half health. Looking to see if they can get a Medivh, but I think the answer is no. We do go ahead and have 5 stacks on Warbreaker, so about a third of the way there, but also 34 stacks on Arcane Rift. If they can't kill Medivh in the next 6 hits, then their killing Medivh will be nothing. Medivh gets significantly stronger, does impermanently increase the damage dealt by 75, and lowers the cooldown for hitting a hero by 1 second. And for those of you that don't know, the cooldown is 7 seconds, but it goes down to 2 seconds to hit a hero, and once the quest is done, it goes down to 1 second. So you're just chonking. And unfortunately, this is just going to be like Braxis is one of the two maps, the other being Dragonshire, that's kind of all about the offlane. Like the offlane has so much power on Braxis, and whenever you get in a position where your offlaner is hard countered by theirs, it just gets really, really yucky. They need to do something. Like, I'm sorry, I played Rexar. Rexar cannot do much into Deathwing. At level 13, it gets a little bit better, but even then, it's not great. And 13 is a long way away for Pepegas on Ice. Would you go in and have a big bunch of damage coming through? Protector comes out on Top Gun. Top Gun managed to survive. Someone kill this man. Oh, that is just rude. I was finally going to call a kill onto the orange team, and then it didn't happen. Though we do actually have some channel. Rexar gets this taken care of. Deathwing is hunting down the Rexar. Does avoid this, and we have a little bit, like, obviously not gonna have a hard time holding this, but we are up to 40% channel before Deathwing gets back on it. But there it goes. Lotosh Garrosh, getting that taken care of. Lots of damages coming through. Beachy Man does go ahead and land into this. So there goes Gold Daniel, going to get getting taken out. Medivh takes out his mage brethren. And at least they do send some people up here in order to try and help this fight happen. It looks like Deathwing did have to go airborne. With still no actual kills. And that is going to be the bottom fort. Going down against the might of Came From Behind. Who still have never been behind, by the way. Big split coming through. Peace coming down. There is a silence going down, but the silence not going to do a lot to Deathwing. There is some fire breath. Rexar in the backline. We do have a Tychus nearby. Going ahead and trying to land into this. Mojo is here in the middle. Beachy Man does get knocked into Tychus. Tychus getting a lot of damage done. Medivh is trying to help with this. Top Gun goes down, but Misha also goes down. Top Gun does not go down. Top Gun was going down. But in the end, no, it's still 9 kills to 0. They get close, they do a lot of damage, they're very, very threatening, but we just end up not having any success for the blue team. Alright, there goes the boss in favor of Came From Behind. Alright, Meso's trying to get out of there, but I don't think Meso's will see where to go. He's all dressed up with nowhere to go. Okay, actually, he made it farther than I thought he would. That feigned death did go and keep him in for a long time, but there's Tomkin. We have Tychus going ahead and getting incinerated by the Dragon Breath. Here comes the boss coming in along the top lane. So I'm usually all about defending Braxis. The one complaint Braxis gets sometimes is that it's a very, very snowbally map. Once one team starts winning, one team just keeps winning. And we are kind of seeing that. Right now, I actually like that we've got Came From Behind choosing not to finish the channel. Although, as I say that, they're finishing the channel, so you know what, never mind. They have a snowball going, and by not letting the channel finish, they don't get the big Zerg wave coming against them. Because there's a 56% Zerg wave on the other side, that's something they would have to deal with, so they were focusing on the buildings. They're actually ignoring it. This is dangerous. There are 2 Ultralisks, a couple of Banelings, and a Hydra in this. And Hydras actually do kind of nutso damage, to be honest. So that may get the fort by itself if they don't do something about that. We'll have to find out. May not actually matter, though. With a quick double kill going down, Tychus and Rexar. Nice move by the Gyarados. Went ahead and saved that Gul'dan. Unfortunately, died themselves. That is a 3 for nothing. And this is going to be slow to go down, but you know what? This is not. That's a big chunk in Zergwave. I'm surprised they haven't rotated down to try and defend, like, help the Zergwave. They're content to get both forts instead of go for the win. So with that being taken care of, we do go and have Top Gun leading the troops. We do go and get both forts down. The keep or the core is now vulnerable. Those of you that don't know, the core is invulnerable until you get an entire lane cleared out. They've gotten 2 entire lanes cleared out. They did double work.
Is it safe out there now? Yes? Nice work.
I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. It does look like right now there is a 13 advantage over on the side of Came From Behind, so this would be a dangerous thing to engage into on Pepegas on Ice. But keep in mind, I did say that Rexar became a lot more competitive in this like matchup once he hits 13. It does look like Rexar did take aspect of the beast in order to get more charges. So he's able to get a lot of stuns, but at 13, it's an ability that allows Misha to do more damage with charges, which will be really, really, really relevant and important. That's a question, because they're fast running out of time. They need that 13 to be able to compete at least a little bit. Right now, Came From Behind have gotten 1 kill per level. Oh, and as I said, that to go to 15. Darn it! How dare you, first of all? Thank you very much for the resubscription. 26 months? You've been putting up with my shenanigans for like 2 years and 2 months? A double baker's dozen of years? Months? Shut up. There is level 13. Oh, interesting. Okay. So that aspect of the halt means that Rexar is going to be able to get more auto attacks in. These two don't actually synergize. But that does mean that more damage from that talent, and then Misha having a little bit more control. GG is called by Ektar. I do not disagree. And yeah, this is what we call in the business a bad sign. Tychus, your core needs help! It's over, it's over. Not Tychus' fault. So, with that said, at the end of game number 1, we do end up with, in terms of damage, Mojo does come in with 44,000 damage, beating out Sylphrenia, came in with 40,000, and then Mr. Hustler with 30,000. In terms of healing, we do have Huckett out healing the Stukov with 48,000 versus 40,000. And then we do go in and get Mazos, does win the Soak Race, but only wins by about 180 experience, which is not really enough, because that's the problem. You've got the number 1 blue, the number 2 red, the number 3 blue, and then the number 4 through 7 red, which is why at the end you ended up 16 to 13, full talent tier advantage, and I mean full talent tier advantage. Once we got those, take them down, copy them, put them in your notebook, take them into Storm League, and get all of the epic and amazing victories. I'll see you in game number 2. Don't go anywhere. After these messages, we'll be right back.
I have been to some bad, bad places. shrines. I have seen despair in the saddest faces. Now I'm back to reclaim what's mine. Keep the clocks a running, keep every hammer drumming. Time will open the door. Keep the clocks a running, keep every hammer drumming. I'm coming back to the fore. Set the wheels, I'm coming back to the fore. Keep the clocks a running, keep every hammer drumming. Time will open the doors. Keep the clocks a running, keep every hammer drumming. I'm coming back to the fore. Set the wheels, I'm coming back to the fore. There's the whale song drifting over the shore. Set the wheels, I'm coming back to the fore. Nebulous align, yearnings intertwined, the golden age in ashes once again. Under stirring stars, in the burning shards, kindle fragments of the fallen rain. So look to the break of dawn, to the break of dawn. Stronger together now, we were never gone, gone, gone. Look to the break of dawn, to the break of dawn, my friends. Come on, come on, come on, light up the flame. You're gonna bring the light back, bring the light back, bring it right back. Bring the light back, bring the light back, bring it right back. Through coronas wide, supernovas die, fractured in the fateful fall of man. Feel the heart raging of a strength unseen. Unity will bring the upper hand. So look to the break of dawn, to the break of dawn. Stronger together now, we were never gone, gone, gone. Look to the break of dawn, to the break of dawn, my friends. Come on, come on, come on, light up the flame. You're gonna bring the light back, bring the light back, bring it right back. Bring the light back, bring the light back, bring it right back. Flying to the path of sacrifice, racing to the golden paradise. We were never gone just down and down. Dancing on the side of prison, right into the cataclysm. Fight away the panic and the doubt. To the break of dawn, to the break of dawn. Stronger together now, we were never gone, gone, gone. So look to the break of dawn, to the break of dawn. Stronger together now, we were never gone, gone, gone. Look to the break of dawn, to the break of dawn, my friends. Come on, come on, come on, light up the flame. You're gonna bring the light back, bring the light back, bring it right back. Bring the light back, bring the light back, bring it right back.
was a bop. Like, I don't know what to tell you other than, like, I didn't want to come into the game because I wanted to keep listening to the song, but I was like, the draft is starting, I probably need to come into the game, and I am not talking slow again. Let me just let you guys in on a little secret. I am intolerable when I get super drunk, because right now I have enough self-awareness to be all like, you know, I should probably calm down, simmer for a second. I should probably woosah. Not talk when I'm drunk. I do not have that self-filter, and I just talk like that the entire time, and people are like, plus my friends are also drunk, and they just sort of look at me and they're just like, Raka, I have no idea what you're saying. I'm happy you're really excited to say it, but yes, they make the hand gesture. So we have Johanna banned out. We have Kerrigan. Interesting. Kerrigan will not be carrying again. Anduin. It'd be funny if we just had like everyone just bans all of the characters whose name ends with N. Kerrigan, Anduin. I'm sure there's other ones.
I will fight to my last breath.
Illidan. Malfurion. Rasputin. Putin. Rasputin. I'll stop. I won't get into that because I can't sing it. We do go and have Rhaegar being banned out first and foremost. I am not on drugs, I promise. Being picked first and foremost. We do go ahead and have a Sophronia does get Kel'Thas. Kel'Thas got banned in the second ban phase last time, so Sophronia going in and picking that up. And we have Torrens on the Blaze. Saying go Deathwing now. Not the Blaze is super good to Deathwing, but is not super bad to Deathwing either. And I think that's all Torrens needs. So we do go and have the Falstad, the Falstaddy. Top Gun. That's interesting, because wasn't Top Gun the tank last time? I'm pretty sure Top Gun was the Anubarak in the previous game. Obviously, they can switch if they want to. Also, my bangs are going crazy. I'm like falling into my eyes right now. My hairstyle is like maximum goth tonight. Okay, it's not actually maximum goth, but it's sufficiently goth. Gotcha, Kyokura. So yes, what other fire heroes will we see? Obviously, we'll see Ragnaros. We should go ahead and see Gul'dan, because Fellfire is still fire. Alexstrasza will be the healer. Alright, so we do have... Okay, I was actually right about the Ragnaros. I'm not sure how Dahaka fits in. I think Dahaka might be a whoops. Alright, so we do have Malthael coming out. That's a bit interesting, because Malthael is like... His last rites has a hard time into Bunker, so he's gonna have a... presuming the Blaze is the offlaner, but it may be a Ragnaros. This is Tomb of the Spider Queen. This is the map with the fast rotation. I'm a bit surprised we didn't see a Lucio picked up by either team. Although I guess we still could. We do not yet have a healer on the side of Pepegas on Ice. Will we see that Lucio? It's like Rufio, but with a Lucy.
There is always hope.
Interesting. Who is your battery? I guess Kel'Thas, but it's just having Ariel's battery be a mage just seems very risky. I'm not sure I like it, but you know what? We're gonna find out in a second. Predictions are going to be up by the time you hear this. I will get into the game. We will find out what we can find out. Be awesome, and be right back. Alright, coming into game number 2, we do have Pepegas on ice. Our blue team trying to move us to a game number 3, trying to avoid the closeout on the series. We have Tomjin coming out here on the Aragnaros. We have Torrens coming out on the Blaze. Peas is coming out here on the Dahaka. Ektar on the Ariel with the hard eyes. Aww. And we have Sylphrinia coming out on Kael'thas. On the other side, representing from behind, and conversely and evilly, trying to stop us from getting to a game number 3. We do go and have Top Gun coming out here on the Falstad. Did not switch that out. We do go and have Beachy Man. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Beachy Man does go and come out onto the Stotches. We do go in and get Mr. Hustler on the Nazebo. We do go and get Mr. Joe. Or Mojo. I don't know why I said Mr. Probably because of Beachy Man. But Mojo coming out here on the Malthiel. And then Mr. Hustler. That's who I got the Mr. Joe from. Coming out here on... I already said Nazebo. Huckett. I didn't say Rhaegar. That's the one. So we go ahead and move them back and forth very, very quickly. Looking at our level 1 talents, we do go ahead and see the meatball build coming from Ragnaros, already up to 9 stacks thus far. Down at the bottom, we do go ahead and have Torrens being very, very, very mean to Malthiel. We're seeing a bunker event. Like I said, I feel like Last Rites just inherently struggles into bunker. I don't think Malthiel has a real advantage into Blaze either. So I thought he was moving over here in order to start trying to get this camp all by his lonesome. Meanwhile, Rag and Ektar. I don't know why I didn't say Tomjin's name, but Rag and Ektar. I'm going to go over here and get this. Start pushing it on out. This does give Blaze a little bit of opportunity. Beachy Man is down here, but that does mean the rest of his team is a little bit isolated. Does not have their tank nearby and needs to be a little bit careful. Especially with Peas coming up here. Yoshi. Nope, no Yoshi. Nice moving forward, trying to go in and keep Huckett from getting away. There is a Fire Blast, not an actual kill, but Huckett has to go over and use the cleansing well, waters of the moon well in order to get his health right back up. Tomjin down here, going to pick this up. Torrens keeping watch. Mojo moves down here, but it is a little too late. Meatball up to 13 stacks out of 75. About a fifth of the way there. Because I can do math. With that being said, taken care of, we do go and have the 4-man moving back to the middle of the map. We do go and get Beachy Man starting to go ahead and land into all of this. I like the aggression here. Keeps, and we actually have first blood onto our blue team. They didn't get a single kill last game, and now they have all of the kills. Huckett going down, trying to go and stay in this. We're going to go into wolf form and get out of there. But that is still, they managed to get Stitches. I hope, I don't know this for a fact, but I hope Dahaka tongue Stitches, because it's just extra justice for Stitches to get hooked and killed by the Licky Dinosaur. Awesome. Our Taka goes in to consume some essence, does going to be stuck into the zombie wall for just a second, but it'll be just fine, able to keep up with the fight, but does have to kill more minions in order to get back to this. Here's Torrens. Mr. Joe coming up here. They are one spider butt away. Their opponents also do have turn in, but here comes Sylphrinia. Alright, big rotation down. It looks like Sylph has to go ahead and get out of there. They've gotta get out of this place. I do think Ektar wins the turn-in war, especially with Sylphrinia going ahead and messing with them. So we will have the blue spiders coming down. Do any of you have arachnophobia? You better look away, because I'm about to look very, very closely at some spooters. Because I really like spooters. And I do not have enough compassion or humanity to consider that you might not. Spooter, 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 going to the lane. Here's the bottom lane going in. We do go to have a lot of pressure going into the top lane. Tomjin, Sylphania, Ektar, and Peas all coming up here. This is boss lane, so it makes sense for this to be one to go for. Is it plugged in, Kartha? Because, like, I know tablets are not known for being able to handle stuff like this for a long period of time. Well, I guess it depends on how good the tablet is. I want to understand this story. How did Dahaka get there? Because Gorge is not available, so they had to. Must have been like a over the wall. I don't know. But I want to know the story. That is 1-to-1 then, even experience for both sides. Dahaka is back and obviously do a little burrow. I wonder if Dahaka tried to be cheeky and burrowed there. But even then, that's a weird decision. This is Yone. Here comes the red web weavers. The red. I'm sorry, something about making that always makes me feel like there's peanut butter on top of my mouth. What is a web of death exactly? Nethys, I have questions. Now Gorge is available. Yeah, poor Peas. However, they spent a lot of time killing Peas, and the entire time they were not protecting their web weavers. Although Ariel also goes down, we have Torrance cleans up the bottom one. The web weavers actually did very, very little actual damage. So I'm not sure the double kill was actually worth it. Like, you end up with the same amount of experience and you ended up wasting a lot of gems. Look, top lane, barely any damage. Mid lane, barely any damage. Bottom lane, barely any damage. So that actually, as much as they just lost 2 people, I think Pepegas on Ice got the better side of that engagement. Although, please. Your death is not always beneficial, be careful. Massive damage going back onto BG Man. There is the Ancestral coming down. Go ahead and getting that taken care of. BG Man just all dressed up with nowhere to go. Would you go in and have, what is his actual name? We always call him Gary, I don't know why. The Gargantuan. And then we even it right up to a 3 versus 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Pepegas are here to fight, and they look like they're making a beeline for that boss. They say you are down for 15 seconds, but then I think they're reconsidering. They're like, we don't need a boss, we can just take this down. Let's take the structure, let's deny them a Moonwell. But while that happens, they have another turn-in coming out from the red side. So here they come. Oh, this one's going to come out to a very, very bad position. Not quite within range of the cannons. This is an interesting engagement where they're actually moving into their opponents. There's Ariel. Ariel goes in and gets a little shield onto Ektar. We do have Malfield going down. Battle of the Angels, and it looks like the Angel of Death has lost out. Angel of Judgment, I think, is what they used to be. Alright, they're moving up here, but while they're all up here, that's a Tomjin. So now coming up here, we do go ahead and have the one we were taking down. Still, I don't think any of the walls have actually been gotten through. That wall is down, but the towers still stand. Both towers still stand here. Both towers still stand here. And that's double web weaver for very, very, very little progress. Dahaka trying to go in for the fight, and it looks like we'll be able to do so. Stitches is just a jerk to poor Falstad, but looks like they actually get a Tomjin this time. Lots of damage going through, but Ragnaros does unfortunately go down, not able to stay alive through all that. There is a whip back from Ektar. Whip it good. But once again, I feel like they're coming from behind are a little bit overly focused on the team fight. They are not defending. Because there goes the bottom fort, most likely. I was gonna say that's a bunker. That's much better protection than a burrow. Would you go and have the tongue coming out? Oh, barely missed with the charge. Torch tries to go in, but not able to quite do so. Would you go and have Peace going and barely avoids that hook? Oh, nice double gravity lapse. And the Zebo was a little bit behind. Oh my god! How did you have hook up again already? That must be some master hooker action going on. No meat hook. Alright, we do have Dahaka and Malfurion going down. Not Malfurion, Malthiel. Different Mal hero. Mal'Ganis? No. There are entirely too many of them in Heroes of the Storm. That is 1 for 1. I feel like that's the problem because all of their kills are based off of the hook, and that actually means that whenever Pepegas and Ice are in a position to move in, the Stitches is not actually that much help because all he can do is bring the enemy team closer, which is not what you want to do in that situation. I'm at camp and I'm pushing. Alright, once again we get Torrens, but once again Torrens has bunker. Alright, lots of damage on the Falstad, more damage on the Torrens. Torrens does not have, and they are fighting around the one remaining Moonwell. The other 2 places have been taken out, but that Fire Beat Purge does go along the top lane, and we just got continuous pressure, because that just allows the wave to push no matter what. Keep in mind that there is positive catapult pressure happening in all lanes, and the lava wave is making it even worse no matter what. We have the group having to go back here and deal with this. Spell shield goes down. We did have Mojo tries to go in there. Unstoppable is used. There goes the Ancestral. We're going to have the bunker coming down, going in and saving people. Nice. A wave goes by. Mojo has no health, but there is the Last Rites. Last Rites are used. Is that the first time Last Rites have actually killed someone? No, it's the second. I didn't remember the first time, but False Head does go down. We do go and have the Web Weavers out for the side of the red team. XR goes down. We have no healing, but such low health bars everywhere. We do go and have the Blaze going down. We got Fire spreading. 2 versus 3, but I'm not sure that our orange team is in a position to like push right now. The opponent's going back. Hook does miss. There's Stitches getting pulled back into danger. Oh, actually it's baited into the attack as well, so the cannon helping out with trying to kill him off. And with that, the first fort for Pepegas on Ice finally goes down. 15 minutes into the game, but followed very quickly by the second. So that lava wave is 126 cooldown, but we are nearing level 20, and I would not be surprised to see a second lava wave coming out when we arrive there. I felt my mouth getting a little bit lazy, so I had to fix it real quick. Oh, Blaze, you do not have a allied team nearby. Kind of surprised he got out like that well. Oh, hug it. Be careful, my friend. You are a Rhaegar. You are not known for your big health point pool. Pocket getting himself locked inside their own zombie wall just for a second before Nazebo releases him. Nice wind tunnel coming through, going ahead and spinning down the blue team for just a second. There is Ariel getting hit by BG Man. Lots of damage going through. Ariel does go ahead and use that. We do go ahead and have the Last Rites ends up doing nothing to Dahaka, but Ariel does go down. First kill, and not going to be the last, as we do have PC being pulled once again by the Stitches. Man, Stitches hooks have made this game, I tell you what. So with that being taken care of, we do go ahead and have the first wheel, I guess once before, they just went up to boss, but now we go ahead and have Keeper behind, moving up to try and pick up the boss. They should be able to, they both only have 3 people on the map. So we do have, oh? So it's a heroic difficulty, it's not the second level wave. Shield of Hope, Flamethrower. Bunker and Change Survivor. There's like a degree of sense of this map though, I must admit. Oh, there's another one of those terrible wind tunnels. Now, thankfully, we do have the bunker, but Redders cannot quite get into it. Bunker is going down. A lot of people coming out of it. This is a terrible fight with just some broader levels of damage. They do get the mid-fort thanks to that lava wave, but they may have lost the game here. The shields are down. The core is scratched, and all 5 members of Came From Behind are still up. And with that, we do go 2-0 domination for the Came From Behind. They will go ahead and move 4 points higher in the standings. I think they're the number 2 teams who are trying to catch up with number 1. Let's see if I can get an interview. The screen will go dark for a second. Don't panic. Don't do it. Oh, and already joined by Huggett. Congratulations on paying attention.
Thank you.
So, first and foremost, congratulations. How are you feeling right now?
Pretty good. Thank you.
Kind
Took care of business.
of a softball question to start us off with. So, the first question I have to ask, so game number 2 was much, much closer than game number 1, but game number 1 I do have to ask, how are you supposed to come from behind whenever you play like that?
Yeah, well, the first match, we lost the first game, and then we won the next 10 straight. So I feel like we've been coming from behind all season after that first loss.
So, obviously on Braxis, did you intentionally pick the Imperials early, hoping to bait out something like the Rexar in order to be able to Deathwing up top? Because I kind of felt like I was like, oh, Rexar's going to be pretty good to Imperials, and then Deathwing showed us, and I'm like, so about that?
Yeah, no. We picked Imperius so that we could hide other things. And then they picked what they picked, and we had to pivot because our other things were no longer good. So they kind of threw us for a huge loop when they picked Garrosh and Stukov. I don't know if you saw the first game, probably not, but we lost to Garrosh on that map, and so we changed our whole plan. We didn't want to play Garrosh.
Interesting, okay. I mean, I definitely understand. I am not a fan of Garrosh, except I really like casting Garrosh. Speaking of Garrosh and being able to like get heroes out of position, let's talk about the Stitches for a second. Oh my god.
How was he doing? Was that good or bad?
So, both. Very, very good, very, very amazing play, very, very pivotal for your team. But my one concern is that I think you guys got 15 kills and like 13 of them were off of a hook. So what do you do if Stitches is not playing out of their mind?
So we'd have a different tank, hopefully, to set things up. But against that team, they had a huge front line, so we weren't able to just bust it up right through the gut. We had to separate them.
And I was a bit surprised to see Malthiel go into a blaze. And like true to form, Malthiel had a very, very difficult time getting last right stats. What was the impetus for that pick?
That's true. In the one-on-one, he's not necessarily going to win that hard, but against 3 bruisers, we needed something to do percent damage, and that's the one he chose. Leo would have also been good.
So I'm an offlaner, so I always try to nitpick that or pick that apart. I do have to say, game number 2, in order to actually talk about you, congratulations on being one of the only 2 heroes that didn't die.
Oh yeah, thank you. So I took the on Rhaegar, the first talent gives me 15 armor and extra speed to run away because I knew I was going to get into some pickles, and then the 5% hero damage at 16 got me a few kills at the end.
Well, very, very, very good game. Last question I was asked a variation of this. Why is your team called Came From Behind?
Well, that's a great question. I'm stalling here. We like to get down early, do stupid things, and then recover and get our heads on straight. In the beginning of that second game, all we were doing was stacking back and forth and waiting until we were stacked. The Nazebo got to level 20, and then it was over. So, and Falstad was also stacking his AA. So it's kind of a late game strategy. We like the late game heroes. So we plan to come from behind, but it's not our fault if we can't because we're already ahead.
The other question I have to ask, I will say in game number 2, it was much, much more back and forth. I won't say you were behind, but you definitely weren't ahead until like towards the end. So, but I do have to ask, do the other members of the Rage Clan get mad at you because your name is not an acronym like theirs is?
I thought they would. They haven't mentioned it. We we changed our name and actually have been using a different Discord server just because half of our guys were already kind of entrenched somewhere else, and I never had the discussion. The leader of the Rage Discord has been hands off this season, but I think at some point he's going to come knocking.
Well, I will definitely keep asking that question to find out if there's more in the story.
There's no drama. There hasn't been anyway. I think if we had done this 2 seasons ago, there would have been drama. But no.
But with that said, those are the questions I have. Let me turn it over to you for any shout-outs you might want to give.
Well, so first, they threw us off a little bit by switching players. I don't know if you noticed. Mezos turned into Torrens, and like our scouting, I had to quick figure out what Mezos plays, and then all of a sudden I was like, he's not even there anymore. What do I do? And luckily they picked first, so I didn't actually have time. The Blaze first pick, I didn't have time to actually do any research on Torrens. But shout out to Beachy for that Stitches. That was great, and everybody else played a great game too. It was nice and smooth. And now we might play them again in the first round of the playoffs. So I don't want to give away too many secrets.
Well, hopefully you do run into the game. Hopefully I can cast it again. We are fast moving towards playoffs, though I think I said, Division B ran out of the regular season faster than most other divisions, so there might be a break coming up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. I like breaks. Not really. I want to keep playing.
So,
but thanks for casting.
Although I say that, I'm now looking at the schedule, and there is a round 10 on the books, so maybe not.
Oh, well then it's not showing up in the schedule. Who haven't we played?
Oh, wait. I'm looking at Nexus Division.
Oh.
So no, okay, this is because Nexus Division goes to round 14 or something. I'm just like, what is going on?
What?
Now, granted, some of those are flex matches.
Oh yeah, so it's not really 14 rounds.
But regardless,
let's see. In B, there's 10 teams, so it should be 9 rounds, right?
Yep. Because for some reason you don't have to play yourself.
Right. That's good because we would lose.
With that said, very much congratulations. Very, very good games, and I will let you enjoy the after party.
Thank you. All right, we'll see you next round.
See ya. And with that said, I will go ahead and raid over. I think right now there is who was it? Someone else is casting right now. I should know this, but I don't. It's Shadonis. So let's go over and say hi to them.